Hey, there he is. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good.
And you?
I'm good. Yeah. Got news. Garrett's going to Tampa.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. His girlfriend's moving with him. All I know is her name is Kendall. That's it. And she has a Frenchie. So
Oh,
I get little bits of information at a time.
well, that's good.
Yeah. No, I'm super happy for him. I
When's
think
he,
that I
when's
think
he,
it's change
when's he
and
moving?
it'll be good. Okay, so hopefully you remembered to mute. We're gonna take our feet all the way to the edges of the mat. You're gonna put your hands on your hips and squeeze the elbows together. So you feel a nice opening across the chest. Just hold on this while you take a few breaths. Okay, now release the arms. Let's just sway them. So you loosen up. Should feel good. Okay, now we're gonna roll the shoulders. So bring them up and around and down a few more times. And now hold them down and back and then just lift them up and down, straight up and down. So you feel a nice stretch all the way through the side body. Couple more. Now post the palms to face forward and sweep them back. Give me a little forward lean, engage the belly. From here, take the arms forward so your palms face and lift them up. And then send them back. Try to make the movement really slow and controlled. When the arms begin to raise, try to weight into your heels and move your hips even further back. We're going to do this a few more times. Okay, one more. Now send them all the way up, stand tall, try to get really long, and then lift the shoulders up. And then relax the arms. So you're going to send the hip out to the right, sweep this straight up towards the ceiling. So you get the arm really long. And try to reach for the ceiling and then just go over a little bit. So when I do that, I feel the stretch all the way down over the hip. So hopefully you do too. And then come back and relax. Sway the arms again. Nice, okay. Send the hip now out to the left. And the left arm's gonna sweep up. Nice and long, big reach. And then maybe go over just a tad. And come back. Depends on your hips, you're gonna just send them side to side. So this is really kind of waking up your inner thigh muscles. Just go slow and don't force anything, right? This is a feel-good class. We're trying to move and stretch at the same time. Okay, hold it on one side. Then send the hips backwards as you lean forward. So you're making a half circle. Go the other way now. Hold out to the left. And then big forward lean as you circle around. So we're getting into the hamstrings too while we do this. We're just going to go nice and slow, side to side. Nice. Okay, let's bring our feet hip width apart. Make a fist and you're going to send the elbows back. So give me a nice fat chest. And then maintaining equal weight in both feet. I want you to fold down, keeping the spine nice and long. It's all about length here. We're not punching or rounding your upper back. We're trying our best to keep the elbows nice and high. We're just going to go up and down nice and slow. And this is an exercise where you can try to build some range of motion. Once you've done it a few times, maybe go a little further, but it's not about flexing the spine, right? Do a couple more. Try to really weight into the back of the feet. And on this last one, let the arms go, let the head go. And this is a really nice chill out moment to focus on breathing. You can get those legs straight, why not? Just completely unweight the torso. In fact, why don't we cross the arms? While we breathe, maybe the forearms get a little closer to the floor. Just kind of hang out and enjoy this. Okay, let's release the hands back down to the floor. You're going to roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Okay, with really good posture, try to really focus on two things today. Your posture, so keeping a proud chest, trying to broaden through the shoulders, and then breathing. So let's start with our hands at our heart. We're going to take a really big step forward with this left foot and meet in a split lunge. So I'd like you to post these shoulders right over the hips and elevate the back heel really high behind you. And then let's take the arms up. Now bring your hands to heart. I want you to bend a little more into the front knee as you begin to lean forward with the upper body. You're waking up that hammy and quad. So I have really about 80% of my body weight going into that left leg. And I'm going to push through the heel, come back up with the shoulders over hips. I'm going to reach the arms up again. Back heel is nice and high. And then come back. Give me that forward lean and that big bend in the front leg. Really on the tippy toes on that back foot. And then one last time. Take those arms, push them towards the ceiling, even lift the shoulders up. So you're really trying to reach. And now bend into the front knee and slowly bring the hands forward. And you're going to come down to the floor and meet me in a high plank. Just hold here for a few deep breaths. And now let's walk our hands all the way back to the feet. Try to do it with a straight leg. Push your hips as far back as you can and walk your fingertips forward. So this is a little bit of a tug of war going on here. Straighten out the legs, send the hips back. Make sure your neck is long. And now release. You're going to unhinge with your spine long, come back up. Reach for the ceiling. And then bring your hands to heart. So now we're going to take a big step forward with the right foot. Split lunge. Give me some nice height with that heel in the back. And let's send the arms up. So you're getting a nice stretch through that hip flexor in the front of the left leg. Now bring your hands to heart, bend into the front leg as you lean forward. So 80% or greater weight goes into that right leg. And now come back up. Reach the arms nice and long. And lean forward again. Bend a little more into that knee if you can. When you come back up, you're pushing your weight into the heel, right? Reach for the ceiling, give me some nice long arms. And now we're going to take the hands, slowly lower them to the floor. We're right back in that high plank. Now give me some nice straight legs here. So you're pushing your heels towards the back of the room. Now step your feet in so your knees are under your hips. Find yourself in bear. Put your knees down on the floor. And then pick them back up just an inch. Belly button is drawing up and into the spine. Lower those knees. Pick them back up. One last time, lower and lift. And take it to a small dog. Both heels are now on the floor and your legs are nice and straight. Close your eyes, take some nice deep breaths. Walk our hands back to the feet. You're going to inhale, extend the spine. Fingertips walk forward, hips go back. Legs are long. Big deep breaths right into the ribs. And then fold all the way down. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Make field goal posts with the elbows right at the height of the shoulder. Palms face forward. Send the elbows back a little bit. So you feel the shoulder blades pinching. Then let the hands come down and back up. And give me a nice high chest while you do this and a long neck. So if you drop the head forward, lift your chin up. Couple more. Last one. Now reach for the ceiling. Swan dive it all the way down. Look through your knees to the back of the room. Baby steps with your hands forward. We're going to meet back in that high plank again. And now just lower the knees to the floor, but let's keep the toes tucked under. Send your hips back over the heels. Widen the stance between the palms by taking the hands to the corners of the front of the mat. And then the forehead stays up, but the neck is long. It's always the chest you're trying to lower towards the floor as you breathe. Now with your palms down, just send your hips all the way forward and take your gaze, look forward. So draw the belly in and now send the hips back again. Chest goes nice and low towards the floor and then come back forward. Look forward. Try to broaden the shoulders and then send the hips back. And one last time, bring it forward. Now we're going to meet in a quadruped position. So let's walk the hands in. So they're underneath the shoulders. We're going to do some nice slow cat-cows. So whenever I say slow, it's somewhere between 3 to 5 counts in each direction. Maybe even a pause in between or a shift back of the hips. But what's really important here is that you keep your belly pulling up and into the spine, regardless of which position you're in. Okay, I want you to find yourself in a neutral position with your spine. Take your left hand to your left ear and try to lift the shoulder up. Let's keep our hips nice and quiet. And then we're going to slow-mo this elbow across the body to touch the right one. And then come back up. And it's really about initiating the lift from the shoulder. The elbow goes along automatically. Just give me a few more, nice and slow. Okay, let's switch sides. So right hand to right ear, up with the right shoulder, and then slowly come down. Find that opposite elbow. Just give me one more, perfect one. Nice, now from your quadruped position, send the left arm straight out in front with the palm facing the midline of the body. Sweep the right leg back, get the back leg long, no bend at the knee, point the toes. And then switch sides. Right arm, left leg, reaching nice and long. And do it 2 more times on each side. When you send the back leg back and the arm forward, see if you can lift them a little higher. And when you send the leg back, you don't lift that hip up, you keep it square. Okay, come back, and as a reset, we're just gonna do a few more cat-cows. Tucking in the stomach. Okay, from a neutral spine, let's come off of our knees and get these heels pushing into this floor. So you're in a modified down dog. Now from here, I just want you to pick up the left leg. Keep it nice and long. The hips square. Now with the leg up, elevate the right heel. And lower it with resistance. And lift. And lower. Working on your feet a little bit and your ankle, calves. Just give me a few more. Now let's put that right heel all the way back down and the left. Hold here just for a breath or two. And now the right leg lifts. Keep it long. Up and down really slowly with that left foot. Okay, put the right foot down. Walk both hands back to the feet. Inhale and extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. Now you're gonna keep both arms up. You're gonna lift the shoulders and just go up and over to one side a little bit. And then come back. Give that big lift and go the other way. And then come back and then bring your hands to heart. We're gonna step our left foot forward, big lunge. Try to create quite a bit of space between the front and back foot. Now I want you to lean forward, bend your left knee a little more, elevate the back heel. We're going to rotate both shoulders to the right. Go as far as you can, keeping that nice forward lean, and then come back. Probably feeling the inner thigh on that rotation. Now we're going to go the opposite way. As far as you can. Bring it back. Reach the hands all the way up. And now take it down to a high plank. In your high plank with the shoulders over the wrists, just pick up your left foot. And then switch it, pick up the right. And then meet me in a down dog. Pushing the heels towards the floor. It's probably hard for them to get down on the floor. But work the legs nice and straight. Baby steps with the hands all the way back to the feet. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. And now we take a big step forward with the right foot. Really big. Even take that back foot a little further back if you can. Bring your hands to heart. I want you to lean in. And we're opening to the left. All the way as you keep your forward lean. A lot of inner thigh working to stabilize. That's what you want. Come on back. And now take it to the opposite side. Getting into that outer hip. Now square off the shoulders. Reach the arms all the way up. Keep that back heel up in the back. And then swan dive it down slowly. Frame your foot, step back, meet me in your plank. From your high plank, we're just gonna lower the forearms down onto the floor to a low plank. Then we're gonna soften the knees to the floor. You're gonna isometrically pull your elbows towards your knees. Big tightening of that six-pack muscle. And then release it. Walk the elbows a little further forward. Give me that isometric pull again. And release it. Walk the elbows a little more forward so they're way out there. Now pull. Release it. Step them in a little. Pull. Release it. Step them in a little. Pull. Now, walk the forearms back. You're going to come onto the tops of your feet. So you're going to get a nice stretch through the shins. You're going to sit on your heels. Modified child's pose. Okay, come on back up. Come up onto your knees if you can. You can always put a pillow behind there to create more space. But this is really good for your ankles and your shins. Just hold here for a few breaths. Okay, put your hands down, so come back to all fours. Tuck the toes under. Lift the knees so you're in a small dog. Work the legs nice and straight. Take a few breaths. Walk your hands back to your feet. You're going to inhale and extend the spine. Reverse it. Come all the way back up and reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. Okay, we're going to turn and face the left side of the room. And I'm going to take my feet and line them up with the edge of the mat, so I know they're in the same line. And I'm going to take them pretty far apart. Hands to heart here. Hip hinge, so you're folding down halfway. Just hold the torso here, nice and long with the belly in. You're going to send the right arm out and then the left arm out and try to work the hips back a little bit. Just hold this. This is all core strength here. Take a nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, fold down. Just let the head go. Unweight the whole upper body. Okay, so we've got a little more spinal rotation to do here. We're going to do some windmills. So with your fingertips on the floor, inhale and extend the spine. Take the right arm out to the side, parallel to the floor, and lift the right shoulder up. As high as you can. Really feeling that inner thigh of the left leg. And then lower it down and switch. Left arm out to the side, lift the left shoulder as you send your hips backwards. Don't let them pull forward. And then switch again. So arm out and then begin the lift from the shoulder. And then last one. And then come on back down. Let the top of the head just hover above the floor.
Excuse me, roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time.
Cut out the chest, sweep the elbows back, make a fist. Fold halfway down. And then come back up. And do it again, fold. Keep the elbows nice and high and keep them squeezing into each other. One more. And release the arms. You're gonna walk your feet together. Turn and face forward. We have a little balance challenge here. So I want you to kickstand the right foot. We're gonna do it in stages. So just pick up your heel of the right foot. Get the body used to wading into this left leg. Your hands can be on your hips or out to the side, wherever you like. Now, all we're gonna do is pick the toes up off the floor and hover them. So you're not really repositioning the leg. And now you're gonna put the toes back down on the floor. Pick them back up. This is an exercise you can do throughout your day. If you find yourself standing in a line, do it. Why not? This is good for us. And you want to try to calm the foot of the standing leg as best you can. So pick up, hold for maybe 4 or 5 seconds, and then just put the toes back down, but you're only putting them down lightly. You still have most of your weight going into this left leg. Okay, we're going to do the same on the opposite. So here we go. Pick up the left heel. Hover the toes. And then put the toes back down. Keep most of that weight in the right leg. Lift. And lower. And lift. So my toes are like barely coming up off the floor. And lower. And lift. Let's just do this 1 or 2 more times. Okay, we're back to putting most of our weight into the left leg. I want you to pick the foot up now, put it on your lower leg or on your inner thigh. Whoops. You choose where you're putting it. Take the arms out to the side now with the palms facing up. So try to get the arms parallel to the floor. And now you're going to rotate the palms to face the back of the room and then the ceiling. So you're turning the palms as far as you can in both directions as you hold balance on one leg. Bringing movement to balance makes it more challenging. So modify if you have to. Just do a few more. And then release, shake it out, and switch legs. So you're either stepping just inside the lower leg or bringing it up higher. Arms come out to the side, get them back, and then start your rotations. Do a few more. And relax. Okay, come all the way to the back of the mat. Enough of those balance challenges. Take it all the way down to the floor. We're going to inhale and extend. Exhale, fold. Walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat. Meet me in your high plank position. Get your legs nice and long. Really high on the tippy toes. Hold here just for a couple of breaths. Now let's put the knees down. Walk it back. So you're going to meet me in staff pose with your heels in the front corners of the mat. Legs are nice and long. I want you to push your calves down into the floor. Sit up tall, bring your hands to heart. Now you're going to start to lean back without rounding the lower back. And then go a little further. Now, what's really important here is that you draw the stomach in a little further. Keep pulling the stomach in, and now C-curve and come down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Once you're down, send the arms all the way back. Keep them nice and far apart. Point your toes. Now, from here, we're going to meet in happy baby. So pull the knees in, take the hands, grab the outsides of the feet, send the heels to point up to the ceiling, and work the knees close to the floor. Try to keep the lower back on the mat and take some nice deep breaths here. Okay, both legs extend all the way up to the ceiling. I want you to relax your arms on the floor and try to be nice and flat on your shoulder blades. Now you're going to draw the belly in, point the toes of the right foot, flex the heel of the left. Both legs are straight. You're going to slowly begin to lower the right leg. So maybe 10 counts to get down. And you're not going to go all the way down with the foot to the floor. You're just going to take that foot, and when you get to hip height, which will be a few inches off the floor, start to send it back up nice and slow. Keep the leg long. Okay, point the toes of the right, flex the right foot. Point the toes of the left. Start to go down with the left leg, nice and slowly. And then slowly start to bring it back up. And you're going to bend both knees and hug them nice and close to the chest. Let's make a nice little circle to massage that lower back. Knees are together. Go the opposite way. Now let's open the knees. Let's put the hands on top of each kneecap. Open them nice and wide. Move them forward. So you're making as big of a circle as you can while holding onto each knee. So nice and slow is what I suggest. Now let's go the opposite way. So you're going to send them forward first and then open nice and wide. Keep drawing the belly in. Let's do a few more. This is always a good little stretch to do before figure four, because it kind of opens up stuff. Okay, feet on the floor, legs bent. Tilt your pelvis up so you feel your lower back pushing into the mat, and then take the right foot, cross it over the left thigh, or place it on top of the left thigh. Keep it flexed. Now, we're going to just play around with this knee position. So right now you're trying to move the right knee forward and then bring it in as close as you can. You're not using the assistance of the hands. Just move the leg forward and back in. Okay, now we're going to use our hands. You're going to lift that left foot off the floor. Hold on to the hamstring. You're doing your regular figure four stretch. I always say this is a working stretch because it's your job to try to get the left knee in a little closer and the right knee out a little further. So you're not really just relaxing, you're actually working this. Okay, release the left foot down and then the right. We're gonna do the same thing other side. So flex that left foot, work that left knee forward, and then pull it in and send it back out. Should be a deliberate movement, very smooth going out and in. Okay, now let's lift that right foot off the floor. Get hold of the hamstring. Try to pull that right knee in a little closer as you keep working the left knee forward. Okay, put the right foot down, then the left. We're gonna not have such a big bend in our legs, so I want you to walk your feet a little more forward. Get nice and flat on your shoulder blades. Cross your right knee over the left. Then you're gonna slowly guide the knees to the right. Not all the way down on the floor, just so they're hovering. And then you use that right leg to pull the left one towards the floor. Now work the arm, get the left arm up and then send it straight back. Your left chest is pointing straight up to the ceiling. Now bring the left arm out at a 45-degree angle so you get more of a chest stretch while you keep that stretch over your hip. Now bring the arm in, bring the knees back up, uncross them, kind of reset the body here. Fairly small bend in the legs, left knee over right. Slowly send them down towards the left side. Work the right arm up and then take it right back. Right chest facing the ceiling. And then switch up the angle of the arm out at a 45-degree angle. Really try to reach that arm long. And then bring the arm in, bring the knees up, uncross. So bring back a good bend in the legs again. So walk your heels close. We're gonna rock the pelvis. So tilt it up and then tilt it forward. Keep the belly engaged while you do this and work on 3 counts in each direction. So it's not quick, it's nice and slow. If you can get those heels even closer in, do it. Now, with the pelvis tilting up, the heel is really close, the low back skin on the floor, I want you to come on your heels. So lift your toes and the pads of the feet off the floor. You can just relax the arms by your side. You're gonna push the hips up through your heels into a bridge. And then you're gonna come down 1 vertebrae at a time. This should feel really good for your thoracic spine. So the slower you go, the better. Roll the pelvis forward, tilt it up, I've still got my pads and my feet off the floor. I'm pressing back up into that bridge again. All the force comes from the heels pushing into the floor. Lower down slowly. Roll the pelvis forward. Tilt it back. Press back up, last time. Come back down nice and slow. Great job. Bring your knees into the chest. Make a little circle. Go the other way. Okay, put the feet back on the floor. Big bends in the legs. We're gonna let the knees fall to the right. So I'd like you to be rolling right over your right glute. Pick the knees back up. Do it again. Roll back to the right and up. So you're just rolling over the hip, over the glute, little massage. Get good blood flow. And then send the knees all the way over to the left. And keep rolling them up and down on the left glute. Okay, bring the knees up. I want you to cross your right knee over the left. Bring those knees into the chest. Lift your shoulder blades up off the floor so you can grab hold of the outsides of the feet. Pull them in nice and close as you lower the head back down to the floor. Now lift the feet up a little higher so you're getting more of an IT band stretch on that right leg. Then release, uncross, both feet are back on the mat. Left knee crosses over right knee. Bring the knees in as you lift up into that crunch. Find the outsides of your feet. Lower back down, just relax, enjoy the stretch. Pulling the feet towards you. Pick the feet up a little bit, just changing up the angle. Okay, uncross the knees with your legs bent. Give me field goal posts with the arms. So elbows at the height of the shoulder. We did this standing up today. Now we're gonna do it lying down. So the back of the hands are on the floor. Check the positioning of the elbows, make sure they're in line with the shoulder. And then you're gonna slowly pick the back of the hand off the floor and move them forward without letting the shoulders lift away from the floor. And then slowly move the hands back down. I want you to do this 9 more times. Nice and slowly, seeing if you can build any more range of motion without compromising the shoulders. Okay, one more for me to get to my 10. I'm gonna let the back of the hand stay down on the floor and I'm gonna slowly see if I can slide my arms along the floor to get my thumb and index finger touching. Or maybe I get close, but keeping the back of the arms on the floor. You're gonna feel a nice stretch around the chest. Just hold this for a few seconds. I know we're out of time. Let's take a nice couple of deep breaths here. And then we can start off our day. Okay, bring the arms back in by your side. Extend the legs all the way out. We're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. Pick up your left foot and your right foot. You're coming up onto the tippy toes. Try to lift the heels nice and high here. And now from here, take it to a full forward fold. Let your head relax. Keep the legs straight. Roll yourself up nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Nice. Bring your hands to heart, and I thank you so much for your power and strength. Great job. We did it.